to say, please, if you are available, come and sort your girl out, because I can't sit here and die. I can't. But I'm watching this bishop lady going on about how, she's talking about this whole exposure thing and how they used juju, as she said, right? But I've got many questions. Like, okay, if you've heard this guy talking to these dwarf spirits, girl, I guess because you say you don't fear men, but then you hear this man on the phone talking to these dwarf spirits. Were you so enticed with this lifestyle that you said, I don't care whatever he's doing? Now he went and did a spiritual abortion on you. The moment somebody starts talking to some weird spirits, why? Okay, it just, something is not adding up. Why did you not record like voice notes while he's on the phone, him doing that? Because now it's just seeming like you're making allegations, allegedly. Okay, and I know some African people can talk on the phone and act like they're on your side, like, oh yeah, thank you, ma. Yeah, thank you, ma. Like when they're saying, oh, drink this water, you just say thank you, just to end the convo. Just to end the convo, like, yes, thank you, ma. Yes. You know when somebody is doing false prayer and your spirit isn't feeling it, and you're like, yes, amen. Yeah, yes, yeah, yes, thank you. It could be that. It could be that. Ew. I'm like, the moment that okay, I'm trying to be on your side, girl, because yes, people can use juju, but we're not saying it's not real. Maybe it's real, innit? Maybe that's where he's getting his powers from. But he, where am I? Me, I just joke about like to be honest, because the thing is, I understand how spiritual warfare can work, innit? Like the day where I said, why is he sending this headache? Because I know me, if I eat something bad, like if I eat something either too sugary or something that I know is a few days old or something, then I can tend to get headaches because my guts. Do you get what I mean? But that day, I know what I'd eaten the day before. So, do you get me? And it was like after we had a little, it wasn't even an argument. I can't even remember what happened. And I'm like, why are you sending this weird headache my way? And then after that, I had a cup of tea. And then did I even have a cup of tea? I don't know what happened. Even the other time, we blocked each other. No, I blocked him. No, we blocked each other. And then my tooth started aching. And I know it was him removing the healing, because it was like, because I didn't pray to God. I asked him, I was like, can you heal my tooth, please? And the tooth was healed. Like even last week. This is the thing, yeah. Because me, after I gave birth, my tooth cracked. But I know it was because of what, there was a person who said something. And my tooth cracked, right? So there was a time where my tooth was aching, but I could feel like something moving. And I was like, nah, this is yeah. And I was like, nah, this is spiritual. This is not like a physical toothache, because every time, yeah, it was deep. It was deep. This was months ago. No matter what I did, this toothache wasn't going. No matter what I did, it wasn't going. Do Do you get what I mean? But something was telling me, don't go to the dentist. My mom was like, go to the dentist and just get it closed. But because I've had feelings before, etc., something was telling me, don't go to the dentist. And I started, like, when I was asleep, I started feeling like something moving, not like a worm or anything, but like something like a demon. Because it was like even my thoughts started going a bit, and I had to like just I had to like refuse. I was like, nah, this is not physical. This is spiritual war. Do you get me? Like somebody is sending this. And the funniest thing is that when I was now, like, I was starting to sleep, and something was telling me, cut ties with that person, cut ties with this person. And I was trying my hardest to cut ties with that. And I'm not even close to that person. The funniest thing, I'm not even close. And the person sent me a DM. Funny enough, they sent me a DM. And then when I saw them, when I saw them in a vision, I saw like some evil eyes. And then it was like, this is the person that's sending this demon to your tooth. I was like, rotted. I don't think they know. Or maybe they do. I don't think they know that they're doing it. But anywho, so this was months ago. I wasn't even watching Lovey like that. So it was like, I don't know if it was a live that he was doing, and I was like, can you heal my tooth? And the tooth healed straight away. And then, but it had a little bowl, like whatever. But I didn't have pain since. So obviously, like, there was like a, did we even argue? No, I said I commented something on his IG. I commented something and he decided to block me. But I'd blocked him. But I was using my other account. Why did I block him? Oh, yeah. I blocked him because there's a link that I needed him to see. Because I was like, look, you're the one who said this. So please check out this link. Do you get me? To confirm. And he didn't answer. So I was like, forget it. I was just like, forget it. And I blocked him because it's like, do you get me? Whatever. You're not a serious person. Yeah. I don't want to disclose too much, but it was like a future, like, business. Do you get what I mean? It was like a business idea. And he didn't check it out. And I'm like, do you actually want me to prosper in this life? Do you actually want me to do well? Because I've been watching your churches online, right? And you're confirming that this business is okay. So it's like, okay, I found the link of the people that can help or whatever. Can you actually click the link and confirm? Do you get me? Didn't open the inbox. So I was like, I was so vexed. So then I blocked him. And then the next day, someone was talking about how, all these accusations started coming out. People calling him a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I just said, LOL, yeah, you're a wolf without the sheep's clothing. But if you know what wolves mean in the spirit, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Do you get what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, exactly. I just said you're a wolf. At least you're not hiding that you're a wolf. Do you get me? And then he just went and blocked me. I was like, okay. And then the next day, that's when my tooth was aching again. And I even asked him. I was like, look, I know you took this healing off me. Why? And then he's like, because you blocked me first. And I'm like, but I blocked you because you didn't answer my inbox. Hello, I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be professional. Like, we all want to prosper in this life. We all want to, you get me? We all want to prosper in this life. So can you get me? As as my spiritual father, can you please confirm? He didn't answer that well. So I had to actually pray and be like, can you return? I had to actually pray and I was like, God, I want my healing back. Now my teeth don't ache. Now my teeth isn't aching. But this is how I know it's still some spiritual, or you get what I mean? And then I unblocked him. But yeah, all I'm saying is that if you know that this person, or if you had evidence of this man doing all this witchcraft, this juju, or practicing something that you know wasn't with the Bible, why did you continue having relations with him? That's just my question, because it's like, then it seems like you don't really care about what he did. Okay, if the miscarriage was a blood sacrifice, if the miscarriage was a blood sacrifice, hmm, there's a lot I can ask on that. But it's like, what else is he willing to do? If that's what you think, do you get what I mean? If that's what you think he did, then what else is he capable of doing? If he's willing to leave his wife on her birthday and make her cry in a closet while he's with other women, what is he capable of doing? To me, it just seems very. The moment you start seeing those red flags, like, yes, a man could treat you better than his wife, but then women, this is not you per se, Gigi, but then it's like girls in general who end up being side pieces, they can't get offended being called side pieces. You are a side piece if he's, if you get me, if he's treating you better than the wife, then maybe the wife doesn't know how to hold on to her marriage. Oh, there's a lot of questions in my head. Are you sleeping? Oh, she's fallen asleep, mama. She's so sweet. She's been coming to hug me all day. I went downstairs, cooked them lunch, etc. Yeah, but if I allow them to sleep, then I'll wait for my guy to come. Because I'm telling you, my thing is like, when there's blood flowing, like, like the thing is, I've never had a miscarriage, so I don't know. Does it hurt? Because people make it seem like it's. mm, Does it hurt? Does it affect you in any way? Like, girl, if you do have time, do contact me so we can actually do an expose on how you know, because I feel like people need to understand in depth, because we're just looking at it like you're making you know, it's allegations at the end of the day. If you want justice for what happened, then it's better for you to actually tell the story, because you can't sit there laughing while you're in pain. I mean, you can, like, laughter is good, is the best medicine, but I feel like, for me, I feel like you should shed some light on on how it's affected you, or what you've actually seen, and then people that actually, then we can pray for divine protection for you. Like, a lot of girls have come on your page and said, you know, they're praying for you. We're praying for you. We can pray for divine protection. We can give you advice as women. Like, but maybe I need a platform where, no, you've got clout. You've got clout. So I'm sure you've got clout. So I'm sure people will now come to hear your story. And it will help me get my followers up, because it's only now that I've started using your name, people are now coming to my page, you know, to, you know, I've gained a few subbies here and there. Do you get what I mean? Sometimes we need to step away from these men and do things on our own as women, because most of these men, they do things on their own. But the more we focus on them, many times when I went through heartache, I will spend 5 hours to talk to my girlfriends. I don't know what type of female friends you've got. Are they supportive? Did they go to that church? Do you get what I mean? Because sometimes you just need that female energy to heal. Go out, find somebody you can actually vent to. Like, because I've noticed I've noticed on many of his things he's been shading you. And I'm just like, is she catching this? Is she catching this? And I'm like, Lovey, me and you had a good friendship. But the fact that you're not answering my DM about this whole, like, the funniest thing is that I started watching Lovey like when Prophet Passion used to do his lives, and there was a business I did that I was praying for. And I asked Pangana, I was like, look, I'm praying for this thing. What do I do? He will just prophesy, you are going to make millions. Blah, 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 blah. But to be honest, me, I used to question it. I'm like, if I make millions, what will I do with it anyway? Like, it wasn't, do you get me? I was like, if I make the millions, what will I do with it? Because I'm pretty content with, it's not like I'm happy where I'm at, but it's like, do you get what I mean? So then, Prophet Passion didn't really answer my question. He would just say the generic thing that they say. Then I went to Lovey's page and then I asked him, and then he gave me a slightly specific answer, but it wasn't the answer I wanted. So for a whole year, I didn't watch him because I was like, that's not what I want. What I want is this. And I planned it. And I even went to my sugar daddy because he was gonna finance the whole thing. So I was like, okay, this is the plan, and he agreed with it. He's like, yeah, that's fine. We can go on that route. So then I went back to Loving. I'm praying, and I'm like, why is everything stagnant? Like, I've saved all the pictorials of what I want my business to look like. I've done the adequate course, etc, etc. I mean, he gave me answers, but it was just like, would you get me? But then that's when he started using his flirtatious ways to whatever. It's deep though. But did I ever think he was doing witchcraft or juju? No. It's only now that all these exposing has come out that I'm hearing about him doing juju. I would have never imagined him. Sorry, I would have never imagined him going to Africa to go and collect powers. Hmm. But hello, it's all coming out. But I'm just like, mm, if I found out that the man I'm sleeping with is going to go, the thing is, I know it's quite common, yeah, not common, but this is why I'm weary of sleeping with certain Nigerian men because they will go and take your panty and use it for juju. I know my ex, he was laughing at some girl I used to be friends with. He was like, that girl, yeah, the way she does her things, somebody somebody will take her panty and use it for juju because she moves mad. Oh, she moves mad. But I'm just like, the blood sacrifices. What do they gain from that? I mean, I need to finish the video. It's just because the thoughts came to my head and I was just like, let me make a video in it. But I'm like, even when somebody offers, can the thing is, I've grown up in a household where certain things, I don't want to tell all my secrets, certain things we're very protective over because even my hair, like you see me tying my hair, not because of anything like that, but it's just like, you never know. You get me? But it's like, what would, if you hear him talking to them, why not ask? Why not ask? Hi, whoever's online, if you can comment. Yeah, if somebody is doing witchcraft, or if I'm dating a man who I suspect is doing witchcraft and I see, me, I would ask questions because, hello, you're now letting that person in your sacred area. What if they know, if they use your juices for juju? If they use anything around you for juju? It's just, you continued this relationship after what you knew. And it's like, no, you even let the man baptize you. If you're letting the man baptize you, yet you're suspicious that he could be a false prophet. And it's like, so why are you allowing him to baptize you then? It just, certain things are just not adding up. They're not slotting together like a game of Tetris. They're not, it's not like a Lego. It's just, there's missing pieces in the puzzle. You don't know? Were you under a strong spell that you could not walk away? Okay, after the miscarriage, was he receptive? Did he say he cared about you? Because in all sense, he just looked like you were his toy, like you were his side piece that he could just sleep with and duck, spoil you, love bomb you. It's giving love bombing, but it's not as severe as some it would be. It was like a soft version of love bombing. Let me take her out. Let me show her that lifestyle a bit so that she, mm, there's a lot of questions in my head. But you're keeping us waiting. Now we're waiting for part four. We're waiting for part four. Me, look, there's other things to even watch. It's not like this whole storyline is not getting views like that. It's not getting, I mean, it's only her that's getting like 100,000 views. But, you know, even the Tinder Swindler had a whole Netflix series. This is like, uh, you know, maybe this is the last time I'll speak on this subject because, you know, if I deep it, in Africa, it's the norm. If 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 it was a spiritual abortion, maybe it was safe because did you get me? It was the safest way to get rid of the babies that he didn't want. Or he just sensed that you were apprehensive because you kept on if we look at it from the church point of view, you were wavering. You weren't standing on your faith. If we look at it from a normal point of view, you were just his side piece. He was married. But that doesn't stop somebody from getting pregnant. If he really went and paid 4,000 to get rid of the baby, if from my point of view, I just think maybe it was stress. My point of view is just maybe the guy was stressed because if you're saying he got you pregnant after Canada, the guy had gained weight. Not saying that people that gained weight don't have stress, but something about him just seemed like puffy, like oh, you're also saying that you've had an ectopic pregnancy before. What if it's your body that do you get me? If we look at it from the juju point of view and you did blood sacrifice, at least you're alive. At least hopefully it didn't affect your insides. It's just this is why Christianity sometimes if you start going into it, yeah. It's too much. It's too much. Hmm. How many minutes? Anyway, I'm about to leave.